All right, welcome to the Archer tier list. This one, considerably less servants than the Saber one. Saber one, I think, was like 42. This is at 31. So we will be done a lot sooner. This video should be like an hour and maybe 30 minutes. So, as I did with the other one, let me just go over the rules again, just in case you didn't watch the other ones. All servants are directly being compared to each other that are on this list. I may mention other class of servants, but you can't compare like a looping lancer to a looping saber, because you wouldn't bring them to the same fight. Like, if you're gonna do it type neutral, just use it. You would be using an Avenger that can do everything type neutral. So, for all gacha servants, MP1, if welfare or free to play, there aren't free to play lancers on here besides. Talking about archers. Yeah, the only one is Nobukatsu, which I already covered in a different tier list. So, welfares are MP5. Max out skills, max mana loading, a pen, so they have 20%. If they're loopers, that's what's important. EX, what they do extremely well, or only one that can do it, but not too niche, or they do something better than a higher rarity servant in A tier. A, very good servant, but has servants that do it better. B, replaceable servants, fulfills a certain niche that is very populated. C, usable servants, not the best, not the worst, and they usually need buffs. I would see most of them probably need a buff. D, you're better off using like any other servant, probably even one of the lower rarity servants. Like, if you're a D 4 and 5 star, there actually might be like a 3 star that can do the job better. And then these categories, I didn't really use these in the 4 or 5, the Saber tier list, but extremely, they do one specific thing extremely well. The example is Fan of the Opera, who can AoE apply debuff resistance down at 50%, which completely negates Goddess Essence. So that's why a niche like that is there, because you wouldn't be able to rate him. He's not needed for that all the time. And then don't use complete garbage. The Sabers, Sabers, like, all of them were kind of good, that none of them needed to go in this category. Right. So, first one, I am going to count her as MP5, even though you have to buy her in the Prism shop. If you did the event the first time, you have her MP5. And the longer your account is, the more you eventually will be able to get this character, MP5. So, Altera the Senta. We got single target quick. Right? Single target quick? Yes, single target quick. Base attack, looking more than above average. I believe 9,500 is the average. HP, normal for a 4 star. Oh, it's never 100 on the artwork for Altera in FGO. I always prefer when she's drawn by Wada Arco. MP charge 0.59 makes sense with her hit counts, because they're all at least decent. They're not. We don't have any 3s here, and we don't have any 2 and below here. First skill, targetable 20% battery. This is like the standard for like most welfares, that they have a 20% or targetable 20%. Also increases their star gen by 30% for 3 turns. I feel this could use a buff. Again, we're not doing a full servant review. Steroid. I actually had to remind myself that we're not doing a full review. Ignores invul for this, and then she stuns herself. 10 hit hasn't been buffed, but you can get an MP5 and drop stars. So, archers, single target. Where are you? Right here. Okay, so 54, pretty much 55,000. That does put her above every other servant on this tier list. 55,000, higher than anything. And as we go through this, like, the only time she's like passed up is in extreme circumstances, or like harder to get damage from, like Chiron. He needs Earth attribute to do as much damage. Orion needs mail, and these are also art servants, so they're looping. Asvatthaman can just blow it out of the water, honestly. So fairly high damage. Not garbage kit, but not super amazing. It's definitely outdated. Right. Okay. Wait. This is one turn. She has to fall off so bad, especially because she's quick. Yeah. I think even at MP5, I have to put her at a B, just because like her only damage steroid is one turn. Granted, it is a very strong one, stronger than a mana burst, but that is her only steroid. She has to fall back on crits. Oh, next one. If you guys watch Mist, you probably know where Anastasia is going. Okay, so first off, design looks awesome. Really like the design for Summer Anastasia. She's coming out this year, and she's going to be on the banner with Saber Okitan. Attack, average or above average. HP, around the same as Altera, actually. Yeah, like, hit count is just straight up an upgrade from Altera. I think Altera also was double buster. Hold up. Like, if her, because I wasn't really actually paying attention to the actually cards in the deck, just the deck. No, okay, same deck. Yeah, literally, pretty much just a straight up upgrade. And they have the same MP charge. First skill is arts buff and a battery, 50%. And it lasts for 3 turns. She's an arts looping servant. That's very nice. Stars to crit. Buff removal resistance, good in boss fight. Ignores evasion, star weight. Crit damage, MP damage. Seals their skills. Arts res down before damage. And our passives are like nuts. Well, not like nuts, but like this is still very good passives. Like this part lets her stick this and this. So I have actually used her, and she's ridiculously good. Like, no problems looping with her. Absolutely no problems looping with her. She's one of these two. If she's here, she's extremely high A. Like, she's high enough that she would make a plus column. Because what she does extremely well. Yeah, like, give me a sec. Yeah, the arts crit star weight is for 3 turns as well. Like, she's supposed to be critting, which is like... I almost do want to put her in EX already. Like, this is helpful on an archer, and it goes with independent action. I'll think on it. She's one of the ones that might get moved up. And now this is a roller coaster, chat. This is sorted by like alphabetical order, but not actual alphabetical order. What I put in for the Orion and Bonny. Summer Anastasia to this. This hit count is fine. These are not. Pretty much the same over here as the last two. MP charge is at least healthier. Buffs males. 30% battery and star bomb. Star weight only lasts 1 turn though. Own attack, guts at one time. There's no duration on this, and you come back with 1 HP. But you're very likely to get debuffed in those 3 turns. Yeah, her numbers are also just like weird. They're like just weird percentages. Yeah, so she also has the whole low HP niche. At least she has a guts to like force this, but like that's still 1 time it's gonna work. Yeah, it's definitely showing the age. There are so many other servants that just do this so much better. All she's getting is an attack buff. And like the thing is, because she's doing the 1 HP shit, like you're probably not gonna be buffing her up that much. She's only gonna get 1 good MP. She's here. She's here. I don't want to say like don't use, because she does have she does have like a 40+% attack buff for 3 turns. Like with star weight. So like it's not that she can't do good damage, just that this is not gonna hit max damage. Yeah, so oh yeah, and I didn't even mention that with Altera, but yeah, like when it works, it works. It's just like you wouldn't fully buff her up. She wouldn't be an anchor, but she'd just be a unit you'd put in the team just to take up space. So she's here or here. No, I'm saying uphill battle, so she probably is D. Yeah. Also, what's up, Amorphous? And I didn't say hi to you specifically. What's up? All right, next one, Juna. I was going to actually look him up while I was doing other stuff at the start of stream, but I'm like, nah. Let me not taint the opinion already. I want to like stew on these like live and just like remember how I've used them. All right, Juna. I believe he is able to do. I'm pretty sure he can do buster farming. It's just double Oberon, so that's like L number 1. So you need to start with a K scope. So he's been buffed a lot. Debuff immune for 5 turns is very, very good. And that has a 1 turn downtime, so there's literally only 1 turn you can debuff him. Unless this gets yeeted off. He does get the 10% every turn, so he can do Oberon stuff. Yeah. The skill is still weak, but at least it's better than what it used to be. And then this mixed buff, which also needs to get buffed. Yeah, his whole MP being insta-kill is yikes. And then defense after damage. Here. He can put up good, yeah. He can put up good damage. Like, Jeanne is not that bad. You can use him in farming. He's just, like, not the best option by a landslide. Yeah. Like, he's evening up with, like, these servants, but, like, these servants are also, like, either getting double Vitch, so double popping their skills, or they're using better CEs. The only one he's, like, straight up out damaging is Tametomo, but Tametomo has so much shit going on with him. Like 5 different... He's listed here 5 times. 5 times. Yeah, so you actually might get moved down just because of how monstrous these AoE archers actually are. You actually might get moved down. We'll see. All right, next. Orion. Okay, so Orion is literally cursed. Or Artemis. Artemis is coming. It's Artemis. Design, I like it, but like, she is actually cursed by year 1 game design. These hit counts are horrendous. Yeah, Uriel. Uriel is the big one. 50% defense, attack, 3 turns, debuff res, which does not have Goddess Essence, which it would make sense because this is technically Orion, and listed as a male. It is you technically summon him with her in the background. So she is actually weak to her own damage mod. If you bring Tomoe Lancer to fight this Orion, you will have damage mod. Sucks to be you. Damage mod on males, it's only 1 turn. Please buff it, make it 3 turns. I don't care how OP that is, she needs it because you basically have to treat her like a buster servant. Turn of evasion and crit damage, this is also kind of low, but at least she has some kind of defense. Okay, so she just suppresses, she hard suppresses people if you can just keep looping her MP. Like, face guard looping is not happening, but like MP looping actually can happen. Because it's 5 hit at 1%. Like QABs would probably refund. I don't. Yeah, if you do a QAB, I think it would refund better than not critting on these. Yeah, she's extremely old. If they can go back and fix hit counts, she will be so much better. Like this with a modern hit count and them not touching this would help her out so much. Like just give her like 1 more hit on this and one more hit of this, and then she is cooking. Like, you can even leave this one, but just don't have these be one hits. One hit arts cards fucking suck. Like, especially because all right, yeah, so damage, she hits extremely hard. She hits extremely hard if they're male and she has her skill up. When she doesn't have the skill up, it's here. Because, like, the attack buff is 3 turns. Like that, and it doesn't even matter how high you level it. You're only leveling this for the defense. So for lower investment, like, you don't even need to touch this skill. Like, if you don't like them as a servant. She's not anywhere close to Anastasia. She's just not. Wait, what was her MP before it got buffed? Oh yeah, no. God, no. Her MP sucked originally. Holy crap. But yeah, I think her MP is like yeah, Anastasia and her are on par, and she has a buffed MP. It just shows how modern her kit is. That she doesn't even need a buffed MP to be like out damaging someone that does have one. Yeah, you're here. Like, yeah, I'm putting her here because she looks bad in comparison to Uriel. Like, Uriel should have been a 5-star. Or, like, she could have been. She really could have been. Oh, okay, yeah, definitely. After this next one, her placement here definitely is warranted. King of the Beach, Squirtoria, Arturia. Yeah, when Summer Medusa won. Damn, what class would she even be though? Like, the cop out is to make her a saber, but that literally doesn't make sense, right? Like, she's using the weapon that killed her. She has the Pegasus that sprung from her. She's already an Avenger. Her sisters are Archer and Assassin. I don't think they're gonna double up. Oh well. Back to Artoria. So hit counts do not. This doesn't even look like year 1. This hit count does not look like year 1. This looks like a modern servant. Base hit attack is lower. Yeah, she's like really good upstairs. It's why she hasn't gotten buffed. 30% arts 3 turn. Party defense, cool. Nice charisma. The Shiki skill, so this actually might get buffed. So basically a non-issue. You use it if you need it. If you have MP2, like, it can be mitigated, or you have the pen, but you're not gonna, like, the pen doesn't matter because you're not gonna heal on turn 1. She needs to get damage first, so she'll have battery. Third skill, attack, Star Gen for males. All of them have this. She needs this skill buffed, I think, more than this one even, because it's not 20%. Yeah, no. That would make sense. Alter ego or something. I don't think you can do it for like the night class for Summoner Medusa. Debuff res, independent action, territory creation, very good for an archer. $10 hit, 70% chance to drain, not the best, but she also refunds MP hilariously. She does not need this. She did not need this, but she has it. She already refunds stupid amount. Do we have any other single target arts? Chloe. $47, $39. Okay, so this one is tentative. I need to go over Chloe because I don't have her first, and then I will decide where to move. So you're here for right now. If Chloe just has a better kit, you get here and Chloe's here. Because I believe Chloe can refund even better. Yeah, so wait on that. You can stay there for right now. Also, unironically, the Chloe is more likely to get buffed than this Artoria. Because Prisma Illya is still an ongoing thing. And Lasagna doesn't like summer servants. Yeah. Yeah, that's part of the rulings for this. MP1 for gotcha, MP5 for welfare. So it literally depends on how well she refunds or how many hits her MP is. Or we'll see. Again, I'm not super familiar with Chloe. I don't see her on my friends list often. And I'm also not pulling her for that because, yeah, I have things to say about that character. Asvatthaman. Or Asvatthaman. I love this character. Hit counts look ridiculously good. Here, not so good, but like everything else, awesome. Like his MP is just like this guy is always pissed off like an Avenger. They could have made this guy an Avenger and it would have been fine. Also, he's drawn by Paco. Attack very healthy. HP around the same as all these other archers. That's what I've noticed. They're all around 11,000. Full turn evasion and 30% battery. Buster cards inflict defense down 3 turns, 3 attacks, 5 turns, which works on his MP as well. His MP will apply the defense down, but it's all going to be after damage. Buster, quick, 30% quick. Crit damage when attacking with quick cards. Helps with the Buster. Busters hit harder. Quicks bite harder. Magic resist. Attack crit damage. All this stuff. Immune to charm. Very nice. Removes all their defenses buffs after damage. Unfortunate. And then the low health thing. So he needs a guts. They're gonna buff one of these things and give him a guts. Or you need to give him a gutsy. So because he's doing the low HP thing, but he doesn't actually have a way to like safely do it, he's gotta go down. Yeah, and the after damage MP. after damage on it like bites. It sucks. So yeah, very all it takes is one buff, whether that's the MP or no, that's 2 issues. Yeah, he's gonna need 2 buffs for him to like really take off the MP buff and make it happen before damage, and then give him a guts. So the priority is the MP. Next, I'm gonna keep my bias in check because this is a servant I have bond 10, but I acknowledge all her flaws. Atalanta, attack very low. HP was to compensate, not for the best. She needed more attack. She definitely needed more attack. Also, I like this artwork. I don't like how her sprite, not the sprite, the expression sheet. Wait, no. Wait. No, I don't have problems with this. No, I had problems with this at the start of the game because like her artwork just was like so different from other characters, and it was disorienting because it didn't look like she was drawn by the same character in Apocrypha. I think, yeah, no, that's it. Because like all the other Apocrypha characters were drawn by the same artist, and she's just like standing out. I prefer the Apocrypha version, but I still like this one. MP charge also very low. Only 1 turn of quick performance. Star weight with no crit damage. And then MP Gen on here. They put this here because they gimped here. That's the only reason. So this, so she is heavily reliant on Scotty to do all her farming. At least has the crit damage here. Buffed MP, AoE, 10 hit, drops 10 stars. You do not need this. This is irrelevant. You drop over 100 stars with her, so like, why is this even here? Buff her MP again and like give her a different effect, please. Let her stack up quick performance, since like she only has it for 1 turn. I like you, but there's Illya's on this list, who just does her role but better. You require plug suit and or case scope. So Sag. I really like this character gameplay wise, but she's just outdated. They need to go back and fix their hate counts for her to be more modern. Calamity Jane, extremely niche. First one that's up here. I'm 100% putting her in extremely niche. Oh yeah, also, right before I get into her real quick, yeah, MP1 Atalanta is sad. MP1 Atalanta is sad. Illya's not that much better, but at least Illya has like a battery. You're probably using plug suit for both of them. All right, so Calamity Jane. I like the cheerleader. She kind of has like a fairy vibe going on. I don't know. I'm into it. But First Ascension is dope. Cowboy girl. Attack, HP. Don't worry about it. MP charge, healthy. Hit counts, okay. Bites. All right. First skill, suppresses fire. It sucks this is only 10%. And why is this 19? That's weird. Doesn't really matter though. It's still good. Drain, 20% attack. 80% chance to increase the party's attack, except self. So sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. But guaranteed 10% battery for the party. This is the reason why she is in extremely niche. She does all of this stuff depending on how many stars you have. She basically can give a 30% battery if you're able to get 50 stars in the field when you pop the skill. 40% crit damage, buff success rate for 3 turns. 3 turns. So if you're running someone like Caesar in particular, if you want to do like really cool stuff with him, you're gonna want Calamity Jane, because then you can secure his like 50% attack buff every time he MPs. But my god, is that like whaley? Because you would need 2 Vitches, or you're popping 2 Starbomb CEs. And also Vitch would be you would be using Vitch on a 3-star. So like you might be doing plug suit shenanigans anyway. Yeah, hold up. Wait. Yeah, I think that anyway. TLDR, this can make or break, because this part is guaranteed no matter what. 3 turns of buff success rate, that is guaranteed no matter what. So it fixes Imperial Privilege. All this extra stuff, though, you don't want to miss out on this. You get this guaranteed, this is the most important part. Give anyone ignore invincibility, and you're not using the MP. So Sherlock, light, but works better in buster setups. Because all you have to do is put a taunt C and she dies. Riding, she's a quick servant. Sargen, quick servant again. 10% or 11% crit. Ignores evasion and suppresses fire along with quick res down. And these 2 happen first. She is a setup character, and her Bond CE drops stars. That is good. If they lower the cost for Bond CEs, this is gonna be like one of the most used things on her. Especially if we're fighting an AoE boss that you don't need to use a taunt. This is gonna be awesome, because then you can put a 20-star bomb like for a lower cost. And for her specifically, literally all you need is 1 copy. You don't have to worry about going for high copies to make this work. If your box is good, you will be very happy if you get her. Next, Chiron. I'm not the best. Yeah, right here it says Chiron. Yeah, Chiron. Sargen, MP charge. Decent. His hit counts looks amazing. Very modern. Attack, a little bit lower, but it's fine. Dodge, 1 turn, 20% defense. Tinky. AoE, crit. Stars. Damage to himself. This is literally nothing, though. Targetable card buff. Awesome. He looks very, very good as an esports unit, or just a support in general. Removes defensive buffs before damage at 150% damage mod against Earth, along with having a buffed MP and crit attack chance down is his overcharge. This man is solid. I would definitely say he's not looping as well as Anastasia, but he's easily hitting as hard as her. And if it's Earth, I think he hits way harder. Right? I think they match up. Yeah, they're not far off without the yeah, Like if you pop the card buff on Chiron, he's like literally matching Anastasia. And then if it's Earth attribute, he just does better. So I think it's fair to put them on the same tier. I think Anastasia would just loop better. And if Anastasia ever gets a buff on her MP, it's over. It's over. All right. Moment of truth. We have the reason most people don't watch Prisma Illya. The reason why, because everyone has seen the videos. Everyone has seen the videos of what this character does to people. That artwork doesn't help. Okay, so 6 hit arts cards, 0.38 charge. Evasion, crit damage. Okay, actually, let me bring up Artoria. Like, I just need the comparison. Emiya card buff at 35%, very likely to get buffed. They're either gonna make this 50% or they're gonna make it 3-turn. I honestly think for the first time they actually make it a 3-turn. Because I think it's more yeah, okay. So for Chloe specifically, she's in Illya's body that has better circuits. So why is it that she had like she's using the same kind of mana burst? Hers should be better. She like, and she's using a class card. This should be better. Yeah, Kiss Demon, 50% battery, star weight or star gen, 100%. So her arts cards are genning stars, so she's critting. Illya allies buff success rate. Yeah, so Asterix. Dude, no, fuck. Asterix, you chose the worst fucking time to come in on this. You chose the literal worst time when I have to talk about Chloe. Yeah, okay, so this is like this is literally Emiya, but with a battery. That is this kit. This is Emiya with a battery. Six hit, damage to one enemy, and damage to themselves. Her damage is here. She should be refunding more, but like this, she will refund from her how good these cards are. Hmm. You're at least here. You're at least here, and I gotta choose between which one of you is going here. Oh, Asterix, we need to farm. We're farming in like 2 hours. Get some sleep. Yeah, this is. Chloe's gonna fall off really quickly. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Her refund is ridiculous, but like, The arts buff is only one time. She's at least got to be critting more than these guys. Speaking of Emiya. Wait. Oh, yeah, okay. Emiya Alter first. Like, wait, why is the other Emiya not first? Alright. I really don't care. Like, which version you look at. It doesn't matter to me. It kind of looks good, but he's gimped here. Gimped here, but I mean, OG Emiya? I don't think you're that much better, honestly. Yeah, you're gimped even. No, you're gimped harder. Defensive stuff, 3 attacks. You're barely taking damage. The projection, even worse than Chloe. 3 attacks, three times, 5 turns. And then buffed MP, ignores defense, chance for drain. I don't know why I just did that. Single target. He is the hardest hitting one out of all these. I mean, except Chloe. Oh, right. Yeah, I got to compare him to Chloe. Like, this is just a personal thing, but I don't like this part. Yeah, because you can burn through all of his skills can get burned in one turn. Chloe at least has some, like, has the Sergeant and the crit damage to fall back on. Yeah, like, you're only bringing Emiya Alter for defense Pierce. These 3 are definitely better. He needs a lot. He needs either a rework or buffs. You're here. No one is going to argue that with how you are right now. First off, he's got the sick costume that has him looking like Shiro in the end of UBW. He's definitely looking like that Shiro. Don't worry about here. 100% star gen along with 100% crit damage. Buffed this skill 2 times and made it so you can switch between arts or buster, and it's 50%. And with Vitch, you can double stack this shit. So he is easily 3 turning. Yeah, he's easily 3 turning shit now. And then his MP as arts is this. There's his attack. Very loopable. Very easy to do farming. He's up there for. He's here for the same reason Artoria is EX in for sabers. Okay, next is Fujino. Where are you, Fujino? All right, Zion looks sick. I know she's from a different series, but still want to give like credit. Looks really cool, especially with the Mystic Eyes active. Hit count again looks good. Higher than average attack. 3 turns, Buster performance a little higher than normal too, extra 5%. Ignores defense and MP Gen. Interesting on a Buster, but very much appreciated. Ignores evasion, stars. This needs a buff. Even though this has good uptime, this needs a buff. Reduces max HP by 2k. Damage cut 2k. So like this is don't even think of this as a demerit, because A, you can heal this and or cleanse it. B, like all the damage you would have taken is made up for here. So if you're constantly, if you get hit, like you get hit 9 times, you're reducing 18,000 damage off the rip, which is more than your HP. So this skill, and then 1 time 3 turn guts, rides with 1 HP. And 1 enemy, doesn't matter the hit count, it's a Buster MP. Buff block, this is important. Damage mod against super large, and reduces attack. I have heard such good praise for Fujino. I've not used her. I have her. Probably should. And she is here on the damage charts. Ignores and super large. Okay, wait. Now that I'm looking at her kit, she kind of reminds me of Arthur. Yeah, this is close to Arthur's. Like obviously it's not exact, but they're filling similar niches. Like Buster and MP Gen, that's just like his buff skill that's coming into NA soon. Super large advantage. Yeah. Yeah. She's not focused on crits though. Yeah, she has a lot of niches, and it's like very, very specific that you would actually need. Like, she is the perfect servant. Yeah, you're here because like you just have so many niches, and it's rare that all of them are gonna align. Ooh. Gil on the list with his buff. I don't know which one to. All of these names is not enough to describe Gilgamesh. These titles are not enough. Also biased because I have him MP5. So hit count looks fucking ridiculous. He has like one of the best hit counts in the entire game. They had to gimp his MP charge because of how good his hit counts are. QABs is like his gains are very, very good. Attack high in the 12k, so he's well above 5-star average. HP lower than it could be, and he doesn't have any defense. So if you have not seen what Gil's buff will be, he keeps the 21% attack. Any servant with Sky attribute, you get MP damage. He is Sky. So now he actually can be used for esports, interestingly enough. And he also drops stars. Golden Rule has to get buffed soon. Or not soon, but it's the next thing that needs to get buffed, and then he like everything in this kit is buffed. Put crit damage on here, because if you check his bond CE, he can give himself crit damage when he attacks. I don't want to say he desperately needs it, but he will be like very good once he gets crit damage in his own kit. And then he has to star wait for 3 turns and 30% battery, so he can do Buster farming. And he does it very, very good. MP, more MP damage. So he gets 50% MP damage. He doesn't have a mana burst, but he does have an MP damage mana burst that stacks very, very well with Oberon. Because that is 100% crit MP damage he gets just from his own kit with Oberon. And then you like add in all the other sources of buffs. He's looking pretty good. He stacks really well with Oberon. And to add not insult to injury, but you know what I mean. To like lay it on even thicker, if you fight a servant, he blows them up with like single target damage. Like, remember, Emiya Alter here, 47,000. Just fighting a servant, he hits harder than the hardest hitting single target archer. At MP1. And if you look here, in this farming stuff, this is not including niches. He's hitting this amount, and he's not even hitting a servant. He's the hardest hitting one. All that being said, though, I want to put him in EX so badly. This should be like such an easy EX, but his competition is stiff. This is stiff competition. Like Tametomo, not really, but he's more like focused on a boss fight, not necessarily a servant. Napoleon's kind of same deal. Ishtar, and she can't double stack her attack buff. Unfortunate. She's like missing. I don't even know if Ishtar can get buffed to do more damage. And then there's Tesla. And Tesla has damage mod against Earth or Sky. But even still, he's not. Gilgamesh's buff is actually ridiculous. For like how far ahead it puts him against other servants. Like if yeah, okay, know what? He's EX. If you're fighting a servant, you've been Gilgamesh. Like he doesn't give a fuck about class advantage either. When he's roided out on attack or roided out on buffs, he does not give a shit what your class is. Next up, Grandma. Oh, okay, wait, no, I think I remember. Yeah, chat, remember, this is not a child. This is definitely not a child servant. They are a lolly, but they are not a child. Right, wait, are you AoE? Aren't you a farmer? I'm pretty sure she can do farming. Just not good farming. Oh no, she can do Black Row. Like, damage doesn't look bad, actually. It helps she has a buffed MP. But Zenobia better. Oh wait, no, that's Charger. Yeah, okay, wait. She has a buffed MP, and Zenobia is still hitting harder than her. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh shit. Like, even this part, this is like what Zenobia does. Zenobia does what she does at Overcharge 5 on a skill. All this stuff happens before damage. This stuff needed to happen before damage. What the fuck? Okay, attack. I'm not trying to shit on this character, but AoE party battery 20%, 5 stars every turn. This is very weak. This should be 10. Even though it's 5 turns, like this still should be 10 turns. I mean 10 stars. Right. So she increases. This is basically like Divinity. This is a shit skill. This skill is so shit. Like, this part is literally nothing. It's a drain. It is a drain. Okay, yeah, know what? This makes so much sense. That makes way too much sense. I will give credit where credit is due. She has a damage steroid and she has a better turn 3. But she still has a buffed MP. And if she didn't have that MP buffed, like, she would be hitting less than Zenobia. Even when she gets the mana burst. Sorry, not sorry. Yep. Yep, hold up. Actually, are your damages actually similar? Your damage is better because you're using Black Rail, so compare to this. Yeah, your damages are similar. Your damages are very similar. You should be on the same tier. Do do do. Do 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 do. All right, Illya. All right, first off, her damage is here. Oh wait, no, that's the Nightingale. Her damage is here. That's number 1. But Illya is extremely modern. Attack is higher than average, way higher than Atalanta. And it's almost higher than her HP. MP charge higher than Atalanta again. And also, if you take into account the MP gain that Atalanta gets, she's at like 0.75 realistically. So by default, Illya has better MP gain. 20% quick for 3 turns, star weight, and then crit damage 100% for 1 turn. Child Servant's get an attack buff, so she is buffing herself. Attack buff, quick buff, and MP gen. 30% battery, and crit damage for 3 turns. 70% chance to recover HP. This is literally nothing. Regal. Thank God. We know what this is. It's not. They didn't make it legal. It's regal. It's still not much better with Illya having a skill with shower in it. Unless it's talking just like the shower that you water plants with. Please let that be it. MP 5 hit, and she gets a car buff. That's why this is 20, because she always will have at least 30 when she MPs. Yeah, so if you're looking here, she doesn't look that impressive, but I don't know for this is something she can't black row, but again, this is MP1. I have to keep it to MP1. I do know that higher copies of Illya can use black rail though. I do know that I'm like 99% sure higher copies of Illya can use Black Rail to farm. And she actually has crit synergy to use the star she makes. She's here. Yeah, she's here. At least. MP1 is here. She goes up higher. Okay, I barely even realized how fast this is going, but we have 14 left, so we're more than halfway done. Next, we have Ishtar. Where are you? Yeah, I'm blinking right now. There we are. Okay, so like Gilgamesh, she got gimped because of hit counts. Luckily, her refund is better than Gilgamesh's, I believe. No. I take that back because Gil has golden rule, so she's not touching him for a refund. But 7 hit. She has similar hit counts and similar attack. They're similar as like base servants. Yeah, Sag for all the feat enjoyers like Miss, that the higher your ascension is, the less feat you can see. First skill, attack and crit. Lower values on this, especially, but this is party wide. I don't like that. It is not helpful that this is chance based. I hate it because it's either you get both when you don't need it, you get neither when you need both of them, or you only need one of them and you have to waste it. I get it. I just want this to be 100%. This hard-ish to use. But with Vitch system, it's like nothing. You get this the second and third wave. If you look at her farming, again, she's not touching Gil, but like she has a higher wave 2 than everyone else besides Tesla, because Tesla is just really, really good. And then her, oh wait, no, that's Napoleon. Not sure. Yeah. Same thing though. High wave 2, high wave 1 in comparison to others, like higher, even higher than Tesla. Oh wait, no, that's only Super Scope Tesla. Interesting enough. Okay, so that will come up when I go to Tesla. But Ishtar can also do Super Scope farming. The damage isn't good at all. This is horrible damage. No, not horrible, but it's like when you compare it to like Oberon damage, it's like Like if you can do Bunyan, you should always be doing Bunyan and Oberon, unless you're just like leveling Atlas. You should not be using Atlas if like you have the chance for farming. All right, back to Ishtar though. Crit damage in the kit. Magic resist. This essence, so it's very hard to debuff her, as is for all the Rin faces. Buffed MP, drops 20 stars, and then busts her performance. She needs another buff. She's starting to fall off. She needs another buff. A. You are A. I think you need another buff somewhere in your kit. Bro. Maybe skill 3, skill 1, and like also give yourself MP, either MP damage or a buster buff. Next up, Jarcher. So I have tested this. I have tested this many times. She only needs one Castoria to do farming. The other servant can literally be any of them. Paracelsus, Asclepius, Zufu, doesn't matter. As long as damage isn't the problem, as long as you are killing, she only needs one. Archer. But her whole issue, though, is this is only MP damage. So for farming, that's fine. That's fine. She loops ridiculously easy. Arts, 3 turns, battery, MP damage, attack buff, and more attack if you're good, which she is not. She does not get this attack buff, interestingly enough. And she's also having the weight on water side. I am not sure, Buster. We can look after I finish recording the video. Yeah, interesting enough that she does not get good. She does not get all of her buff. Typical summer servant. 3% that she basically gets the Avenger passive when she's on water side and more crit damage. Go for this. 4 hit and stars per turn. If this was a looping tier list, she would be EX. But this is a general tier list. This is definitely biased, but she's here. And since I'm already talking about this, I think Zenobia goes here. So let's already get started into Zenobia. Her damage is higher at like turn 1. And remember, both of these are MP1. So Zenobia is here, and Zenobia doesn't have as many multiplying buffs as Jarcher. And Zenobia also has a damage niche. Right. So her base attack is high too. Also, this is very good artwork. I very much enjoy this artwork. Less is more. Enough of that, though. MP charge looks gimped. And it is. But she is a crit servant. And you will fully be getting those crits. And when you do crit, you're going to be doing a lot of damage. 30% arts, just like Jarcher. She also gets 20% battery every turn for 3 turns. And gains 10 stars every turn. So she pretty much has like Jarcher, that's part of her MP. She has it on a skill. One of Jarcher's skills, like she has the overcharge of Jarcher tied to like the same type of first skill, along with getting just passive MP. So since her MP gain is lower, doesn't matter. She has a higher floor than Jarcher, because if you're running into both berserkers, like if you're running into berserkers, I think Zenobia should have higher refund just because she's getting another 20%. Not 100% sure on that right now. I'd have to test it, and I can't test both of them at the same time. It would have to be different servers, and that's comparing an MP5 Zenobia to an MP1 Jarcher, which is not fair. Guts, star weight, 20 stars when she needs it. Good for a crit servant. Same charisma, attack chance, crit resistance, so boss fight. Debuff, crit damage, quick And she has double quick. Oh yeah, whoa, wait. Going back on that, does Jarcher only have? She has double buster, right? Yeah, she has double busters, so I'd like feel way more comfortable with Zenobia for refund. That's another one. In a boss fight, I feel more comfortable with her for refund because it doesn't matter if Jarcher has 2 buster cards. They're not gonna do anything. She doesn't have crit. She's relying for other servants to give her crit damage. Zenobia roids herself out on crit damage. Yeah, so damage mod against king enemies, and there are a couple king sabers. I can think of one off the rip. All of these servants she has damage mod against. That's something Jarcher does not have. She also gives herself this. This is like literally nothing though. Just extra bite. And then buffs crit damage based on overcharge up to 100% for 3 turns. So you can stack this. So the 3rd turn you pop this, you have at base 150% crit damage while having star weight and usually more than enough stars to crit. That Jarcher flooding the field with stars doesn't matter. Also, she has this cool Bonsi. It does not matter that she's only MP1. If they're both using Black Rail, their damage is pretty much the same. So she goes up higher because she has more uses than just farming. Not sorry if people like Jarcher more, but she has more uses. Period. Yeah, also, like, if you don't refund enough on Jarcher, you're stuck in dead water. Like, if they're starting from the same point and neither have appends, like, Jarcher has 1 battery. If she's not refunding the entire time and she's only missing a little bit, she's missing out on the battery for like nothing. Yeah. All right. So that's enough about that. This has been my stance from the get-go. It just feels even stronger. Moriarty. Okay, first off, let us appreciate how good Rita makes male servants. The amount of details here, and it's like, it's not even sexual. That's the thing. Like, his female servants are highly sexualized, but his male, besides King Toki, like, you could say this is sexualized, I guess, but like, this is Silver Fox. That is a very specific demographic. One I am definitely not a part of anywhere near. Hit counts look crazy. His MP gain gimped. Unfortunately, he cannot do Brave Buster Chains, but I've gone over his kit recently, and his kit makes complete sense now. Stars, Invul, Defense Pierce, 1 turn. Only when stars are on the field, does not take the stars anymore. You get a 50% battery and up your MP damage 3 turns, along with giving everyone else evil alignment. He is already chaotic evil, so he gets his own buff. Again, chaotic evil, so Domin. So 40% attack, 20% MP damage. Ignore defense and Invul. His kit makes so much sense now. They just need to buff they don't ever need to touch this, because that is a lot. Because it is a guaranteed 40% charisma. Like, the only way it's not guaranteed is if you pop it before this comes back off cooldown. And if you're using Vitch, that probably isn't happening. 12 hit, damage to one enemy, reduces their defense, activates first. If he had Star Gen, he would not have many issues at all. He would always be making stars. He'd be making so many stars. So, and because he has triple arts, I think that's what he does need. He needs Star Gen on his MP. I mean, then we're cooking with some fire. Either Star Gen or give him crit damage. Because he has the star weight, but he doesn't have a crit damage skill. So maybe they put that on here. Maybe they actually do buff the charisma and give it like 30% crit damage for evil allies. I think that's just too much. But and again, Doman synergy. He's not defined by his niche. He's not defined by the niche he has. Single target, one of the hardest hitting, and he's only beat out because she has a buffed MP. She has a buffed MP. He would be a lot higher if it wasn't for that. Above Fujino. Because he has it when he needs it. And both Vitch and Oberon do not provide attack buffs. That's a big thing. That he is just getting completely new buffs, and he has MP damage for Oberon. He already has MP damage, so I think him going here to blow up in a 3-turn setting, or just doesn't need to blow it up. It's just like in 3 turns. So yeah, he is an A. Yeah, 4, 8, 10. All right, Napoleon. Napoleon. Base attack high, 12k. Like to see that. MP charge 0.59. Not like higher than most of the others, but like his hit counts are nowhere near as good. 3 hits, 1 hit, 5 hit. Further increases his attack. So he kind of like Moriarty. He'll have a 40%, but only for 1 turn. So his turn 1, it should show here. His turn 1 is, wait. I think he does double stack it in Vitch. So wait, are you not popping it turn 1? Yeah, wait. Yeah, are they actually double stacking this? I actually have to ask Jord how he did this. Because I feel like you'd want to at least pop one of them here. I don't know. Star Gen, 1 turn. MP damage, 1 turn. Sad. He'd be better in boss fights if this was 3 turns, which I think they should do. Yeah, this is like a tactics. This is a better version of tactics, but like it's 20%, not 30 or 40. Like they can make this 3 turns. So that should be his next buff. Since he already has a buffed MP. 30% battery, ignores invul for 3 turns, gains stars every turn for 3 turns. This at 10, good. Buffed MP, drop stars on it, just like Ishtar. Ignores defense, always. But if you have buff block, it will stop this. Just saying, end damage mod against divine enemies. So like all of them are pretty much around the same if you get their niche. Like yeah, Arjuna obviously not being considered here. And Tametomo can kind of like swoop in if he's got like a lot of stuff going for him. That like none of they very heavily limited what was going on here. He gets a lot of things. So looking back here, again, he can't do Atlas. His damage is a lot lower. He fully requires Oberon. If his stuff were more than one turn, I could put him higher, but I don't even think he's on the same level as Ishtar. They do similar things, but I think Ishtar just does it better. Yeah, Ishtar has that 50% that isn't up all the time, but it might as well be. It might as well just be up all the time. Yeah. All right. Next, Nightingale. Niche. Your Nightingale is an esports unit that I believe can also do farming. Maybe. You probably would need plug suit for it if you want her to do farming. She is MP5. That is probably why she's not. No, she still should be on this list if she was MP5. Sorry. But yeah, her damage far exceeds these two. She just doesn't have anything. So she has the option to do it if you don't have anyone else, but it's not optimal. Also, this FA is chef's kiss. This is the leggings. Her just looking down at you. She probably okay, so my scenario in this, that is like her gift to you is getting vaccinated. That is her present for you. She dressed up to give you this present. She still has, just like Kyo, she still has Madness Enhancement EX. It did not lower. She still has it. So that probably was her gift. Her gift was to give you a vaccination. Good attack. MP charge, okay. It's around the same as Illya. And yeah, it's in between Illya and Atalanta. Good hit counts. Here's where we go. So removes latest buff from all enemies. AoE buff strip. AoE cleanse only for 1 though. Party HP. Guts, 1 time 3 turns. Buff removal resistance for 3 turns. MP damage. This is so massive for a lot of the boss fights that just yeet off your boss. Oof. And this works very, very well with Oberon because you're just brute forcing MP gain or MP damage in esports. It lasts for 3 turns. It's not a 1-turn thing. A literal better version of Ishtar skill. Yes, it's on 1 more cooldown, but if she's esports, cooldowns don't fucking matter. Her MP removes offensive buffs like Muramasa. It's 6 hits. It removes meme damage and reduces their defense. If I had to like put her on the tier list, she like for like her farming or something, she would probably be like here, here or here. I would have to see what her looping actually looks like. But because she's MP5, she's just going to be doing better damage. She'll be getting more overkill than Illya and Atalanta. Her not having, you probably use double Scotty and a Castoria. Same with these two, or a Nero Bride. Probably Nero Bride, honestly, more than a Castoria, because Nero Bride is better for quick servants than Castoria is. Unless like your battery is the issue, but Nero Bride might make it so it's not. Ooh, Nobu. Again, drawn by Paco. Considering how early she is, she doesn't look that bad. Like upstairs, average attack or above average. MP charge 0.3%, 4-3. 4 hit on quick. Makes sense. 5 hit. 2. MP Gen, this needs to get buffed. This needs to get buffed because this is the same shit as Orion. High damage mod, but it only works for 1 turn. Star weight, crit damage. Her kit works, it's just boring as shit. Or isn't, yeah, really it. It's either it's not up or it's boring as shit. Debuff res, crit damage. Unbuffed MP. AoE. Damage mod against riding enemies. Not the rider class. It is... Okay, so... Unlike Britomart, Nobu actually has a lot of uses. She has a damage mod basically against just sabers. A lot of sabers. Actually, I think this is most sabers. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She has damage mod against 33 sabers. Oh, 32. I counted mash in there. That's a lot of the sabers. That's a lot of servants she has damage mod. And then she just has free damage mod against all these other classes for like neutral damage. And has damage mod against 2 berserkers. She's MP5. And are there any divine sabers? There are. Dioscuri. Yeah, off the top of my head, Dioscuri and Ibuki. Nobu just demolishes them, like obliterates them into nothingness. Divine and Riding, 51,000 damage. So she hits harder. She hits harder than Gilgamesh at MP5. Yeah, Nobu at MP5 hits harder than Gilgamesh with him having his special damage mod. She hits harder than, say, having literally all 3 of her damage mods. She hits harder than a winded up Tametomo. All those servants at MP1, she hits harder than them. But here's the kicker. That is only for 1 turn. Those servants have those like either built into their MP or it's 3 turns. If they don't have writing, her damage sucks. Granted, it's a lot of them, but for the ones that don't have writing, the damage just isn't going to be there. 28,000. And best case, that's who you're comparing to. Hits harder than an MP1 Emiya on Buster. Cool. So she's at least keeping pace with the 5 stars and 4 stars. The 5 stars. She's keeping pace with them, but she needs to have writing. They need to have writing. She's too conditional. If I had a C+, she would go in C+, because there are times when her damage literally explodes. But she's outdated. She needs buffed MP. She needs buffs, period. Okay. MP charge 0.62. Base attack lower than it should be. Well, no, it's Okita, so of course, I mean not Okita, Osakabehime. So of course they're gonna like make her like bunker down and shit. I do really, really like this design. Like this feels like weeb meets traditional. This just screams too much weeb. Yeah, I like this one way more. 3 instances of crit damage. This shouldn't be 50. It should be 100. 1 evasion and 1 turn. Yeah, no. Taunt 1 enemy. Party attack 20%. Ignores evasion. Arts and Buster up. Damage cut and arts performance as a passive. Unfortunately, she has a Buster MP. She does buff the party's Buster MP and crit damage when she MPs. The problem is, A, she can't do a Buster Brave Chain, so she needs to do QABs. QABs for the refund. And if that's how you want to take it, where you just spam MP and hope for the best, I mean, you're ramping up crit damage, and a QAB will up your crit star gen. Yeah, she needs a buff to drop stars, preferably on the MP. 20 stars. She's lacking the oomph. You're in C2. There's potential, but it's just not there yet. And I don't even think you hit that hard, honestly. Yeah, no. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, you're in C for a reason. You hit. Not only are you out damaged by the 3 stars, not only that, Arash at MP1 hits harder than you. MP1 Arash. I know it's the same for Nobu, but Nobu's getting damage mods. Osaka is not. Her MP is not proccing first like it needs to. Her damage would be so much better if it proc first, but it doesn't. You are here for a reason. Oh. Why were you moved back down? Huh. Alright. Sith. Or Bovency. Oof. Goth girlfriend. Stiletto heels that would literally impale you if she wanted to. Looks completely impractical, but goddamn, does she look good? Chaotic Evil for Domin. MP charge 0.58%. Attack, the average so far, or a little above average. 95 is a good amount for a 4-star. Good hit counts. What do you expect? She is from Lost Belt 6. 40% 3-turn mana burst. Evasion for 1 turn. Everyone gets a hit of evasion and does 500 damage to herself. Literally nothing. Seals all enemies MP, seals their skills, and then charges 30%. Absorbs HP. So she heals what damage she takes from here. And she also gets a 30% battery off that, along with draining. Magic resist EX, riding, territory creation. And her MP ignores evasion and does curse memes. I love the curse memes. They can make up for you not having higher copies. Like, if you have seen like how hard I can get the curse to tick, I have been able to do 54,000 damage off a curse tick. So more damage than an MP in the right setups. So bypass like all bullshit mechanics. Yeah. Here. She does less damage than Altera, but she has way more diversity in the kit. She's not the most compatible with Ruler Scotty, unfortunately. And she's not crit focused. Like, Scotty kind of gives her that crit focus. But yeah, this is mostly MP. It's mostly MP spam. Along with the curse beams. But like, she also has like the highest modifiers on this. That again, also chaotic evil, so you would bring Domin. Hey, I don't think EX. I think you need a buffed MP first before I put you in EX. But you are very, very good. You two are definitely on the same level of power, and you have like a niche that I enjoy. Super Ryan's EX. He's so EX, you don't need your own. If you look big Chungus crits in FGO, you will find it's usually Super Orion doing millions upon millions of Buster crit damage. Built like a berserker, high ass base attack. This, you do a QAB, which you can now. MP, quick, Buster, and then you regen some MP. Not a whole lot, but you will regen some. Or you can just do arts if you really want to just get the second MP like real quick. Buster, 1 turn, damage mod against wild or demonic enemies, so very good for if you're just clearing through the campaign. Sucks this is 1 turn, but like, yeah, if you've seen the kind of damage he can put out, like, if you give him a longer Buster buff, he is literally gonna blow up so much more shit. Like, it's not even gonna be a contest. Guts, 20% attack, and Star Bomb on 6 turn. Star weight. And also, like, this doesn't matter when you're critting, when you crit as hard as Super Orion. And then here, 3 attacks, 3 turns. If you attack with a Buster card, You get 100% crit damage for the rest of the turn. So, on the third, in a Brave Buster Chain, on the third turn, or third attack, you have plus 300% Buster crit damage, along with all the other shit you get from his MP. Takes more damage from poison because of how he died, lore buff. Built-in damage cut, nice built-in EX independent actions, or more, even more crit damage if you didn't already had enough. Probably should go that, but again, this isn't character review. I'm just saying you should probably have that unlocked. And then this monstrous MP ignores invincibility, 30% attack buff, debuff immune for 3 turns, 10 stars every turn, and then the base OC of his MP is 100% crit damage. And his, just like Van Gogh, same type of Bond CE. Stars per turn and crit damage. I cannot put this man any lower than EX. I physically cannot. He is so goddamn good. And you can just pull off your friends list, since a lot of the times you want him to be by himself so that you can consistently proc the Brave Buster Chain. So you can consistently get that 1 Giga Chad turn of damage. Right. We have 4 more. And then I'm going to get lunch. And then we're going to go on to Destiny. All right. Yep, we're starting. Yeah, we're going to start in an hour. So I just need a message. All right, so Tametomo, the newest SSR archer. The first one, Sensei. So that's 2.5 years, or right? 2 and some change years, I believe. Yeah, 2 and some change years. Healthy up here. Healthy here. Looking at his hit count, he's built very well, very modern. 3 attacks, 3 turns of Buster performance, crit damage. So you can choose to either do this, the Buster performance, in a Brave Buster Chain, or for your farming. If you're using Vitch, you can double stack this shit and get 100% Buster performance. Yeah, wait, is that actually showing? I need to see what Jord is doing for this. Because that damage actually does look low. The damage looks lower than it should. Okay, 1 Guts activates. When it activates, yeah, MP damage 1 time 3 turns. Removes own debuffs. Cleanse with the MP damage, and then 30% battery. Evasion, get MP damage every time, and charge your MP every turn. Magic resist, independent action. Ignores invincibility, always, unless you have buff block. Ignores defense, always, unless you have buff block. And these add it for 1 turn. It's not tied to the MP, so you can keep doing shit afterwards. If you're on water, you get Buster and lawful damage. His damage is as low as it is on here because he has so much. He has so many different things going on. It completely depends on if you're farming or if you're Buster. Sorry. So it completely depends on if you're in a boss fight or if you are Buster farming for his damage. I feel his damage here should be a lot higher than it is. I don't know. I would need to double check this because this doesn't seem right. He should have he would have 150 Buster up. I mean, yeah, that would be all he has. He doesn't have attack. That's honestly probably why he doesn't have an attack buff, and he's not going to get an attack buff. Yeah, that's probably why. You're on level with Napoleon. You have way more. Between you and Napoleon, I would pick you, Tametomo. 100%. All right, 3 more. Tesla. Out of all the other AoE Buster Archers, I can firmly say that you are the only one that is actually giving Gil a run for their money. Not only that, he is more versatile in what farming you can do with him. So, let's get into it. Oh, wait, are you story? Oh, you're story locked too. I forgot you were story locked. Good thing this is MP1 only. So, he has the lowest of the base attacks. HP to make up for it. MP charge, I think this is the highest, but his hit count is the worst. See, this is the trade-off. Everyone else has like better hit counts, but like his gains might be better. Really depends. UABs again, best friend with a deck like this, where you're going Brave Buster Chain. This skill has been buffed twice. MP Gen, 50%. Good in a boss fight. Not necessarily farming, but cool. Debuff success rate, 40%. Everyone else in the party gets 30% MP Gen, and everyone else in the party gets buff success rate. No, everyone in the party gets buff success rate. This has also been buffed. Guts, 1 time, 3 turns. 80%. These are basically guaranteed. 80%, 100% chance for 30% defense and MP damage, along with a 20% attack buff. 50% battery, ignores invincibility, and 10 stars per turn. Or 10 stars. This is the weakest part about this skill, by far. But it's Pioneer of the Stars. It's still a 50% battery. It's a good skill. Magic Resist, independent action. Buffed MP. AoE. 40% chance to stun. So it's like, if it happens, it happens. If not, oh well. 500 damage to yourself. That is literally nothing. The only time that matters is if you're like fighting someone literally spamming curses, and that is the dot. Like, this is going to be enough to kill you from the dots. Extra damage to servants with earth or sky attribute. So he gets all of these servants and all of these. So that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 63 servants for Sky. And just like a lot for Earth. I don't even want to count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 120. So he has damage mod against like pretty much half the servants in the game. Like probably almost half the servants in the game, he gets a damage mod against them. Yeah. Like without a doubt, he would be much better if he wasn't story locked and it was easier for people to get coins or to get copies. You're an EX. All right. Weird that we ended on. We're not ending on the biggest bang, but these are still good characters. Tomoe Gozen. Attack high, charge high, good hit count. Would have liked more on this, but I'm not gonna complain. She looks sick. She has the Oni charisma. So like almost mana burst levels is just off by a couple percentages, but 20% attack and 30% MP damage, essentially. Star weight and party star gen. Guts. Max HP. These two skills are a little underwhelming because she doesn't have actual crit damage when she's getting this stuff. So that is something I would want to see in the future. That is one loop with Summer Illya. Castoria and Scotty. You want both of them. Or she can do both of them. Ideally, though, you're going to want to do Plug Suit for it, not 2004. But the fact that she has a 30% battery is just helpful for her over Atalanta. And Illya's MP gain is already better, so she scales better with the She scales better with the MP gain buffs than Atalanta. One hit reduces crit attack chance 20% for 5 turns, inflicts them with burn for 5 turns, and then spreads fire. So she is a servant you want to be using Honey Lake on. Ups the dot damage, ups her damage, extremely high uptime on burns. The only way it's going away is if they cleanse. Like 2. 2 is more than enough. 2, I'd say you'd be good. That's with like any farming servant. You just want 2 just so they get overkill. Again, her damage is lower than even Atalanta, so yeah, it really depends. Oh yeah, also Buster Summer rerun I'm pretty sure is happening before Vitch and everything, so I don't think you should be going for Illya if you're saving up for Koyan and or Oberon. Yeah, so this is like one of the first servants that actually is getting like Honey Lake synergy, like because I'm set like it's not listed here, but that is like Honey Lake isn't the hardest CE to find. Like it's a summer event and it's recent. Tomoe here. You're up here with Fujino. Just because you don't have you're a little too niche with the fire. So you're kind of requiring Honey Lake. Last up, Tristan. And if I remember correctly, he's here. I will go back and change if I need to, but I'm pretty sure he is there. Where are you, Tristan? Okay. Also, story locked. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. It's Illya. All they need is just something to do with Illya, and they'll give her a rerun. Alright, Tristan. Again. Tristanus. So high attack-ish. MP charge 0.58. With this hit count, that makes a lot of sense. He has a very good hit count. Just across the board, it's just good. Buffed heart feeling. Quick party cleanse. Not so. I'm gonna be comparing to C. Like skill for skill. So they have the quick performance. They both have the evasion. She doesn't have the cleanse, and he heals. Both have the battery, but he will cleanse off the seal, so it doesn't even matter. And she does the sealing to the enemies, and he has a 50% battery. She has 2 30s. So she drains. She can drain. He yeets off buffs and crit attack chance down. Along with having a buffed MP that pierces defense and ignores evasion and lowers debuff resistance. He is more generalized. He doesn't do memes, so he can stay here at A. All right. After going all through this, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this placement. Unlike Sabers, we actually have units that belong here. So, this is the Archer tier list. I'm pretty sure this was a lot, maybe not a whole lot shorter, but I know for a fact it was shorter than recording for Sabers. Unless someone has objections, I will mark this on stream, and then we go from here. Get lunch, probably watch another... If you enjoyed this video, consider dropping a like or a sub. And if you're feeling really generous, give me some feedback on the video in the comment section. I am very much looking to improve in the coming months as the channel continues to grow. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.